Alright, hey guys, so today I got a new gaming headset. I thought I might as well just do a quick review on it. This is the Corsair Void gaming headset. It comes with Dolby 7.1 surround sound, which is the main reason why I purchased this particular headset. Dolby surround is quite honestly amazing for headphones, especially for gaming. 7.1 surround sound is definitely a must-have in my opinion when playing games. And my last headset had 7.1, but it wasn't Dolby. And my headset before that was Dolby surround. And there's a huge difference between Dolby surround sound and other surround sound headsets like Razer surround, and I had a Cinti headset and it did not sound as good. So let's go ahead and just go to the headset itself. Let me just make sure my microphone is good. All right, so here is the headset. As you can see, I currently have it set to breathe in and out. It's a little blue color and it kind of matches my mouse because my mouse also breathes in and out, but my mouse is a little bit slower, so maybe I'll increase the speed of the breathing effect on my mouse just to make it match with my headset. Kind of cool. And of course my my keyboard also lights up, so kind of a nice little match going on. So the little ear cups can fold down, and there you can see the little I guess top view of it. Nothing really too special about the design, but I will go through some very nice features that make this headset quite a high-end and kind of special headset in my opinion. At least the highest end headset I've ever experienced. I've gone through a lot of Turtle Beach headsets and a lot of other type of headsets like Plantronics and various other off-brand ones, but this one was a little bit more expensive. This one was $75, so a little bit on the high end there. One bad thing, I'll just start out with the negatives. The negatives are this microphone. As you can tell just by me moving it up and down, the top of it is very, very flimsy. Like it's like, I mean, it seems to be made out of like a very, I think this is the cable in the middle. It seems like it's like just a little rubber like chassis for the wire that goes down, and then like a little cheap microphone. It's hard to find a gaming headset with a good microphone, so I can't give it too many negatives for that. And it seems to work fine. It just goes up and down, and you can bend it back and forth however you like. No big deal. So that's the microphone, probably the worst thing about the headset. Other than that, you can change the color of the lights on the side, and I'll be doing that in a second. The ear cups themselves are extremely comfortable. I think they're made out of some sort of like memory foam type material. They're not too hot. They're very, very comfortable. Probably one of the comfiest headsets I've ever used. I think the Plantronics 780 had similar ear cups, but these ear cups are absolutely amazing, and they feel so much better than like normal leather ear cups. And you can definitely wear these headphones for as long as you want. You can probably wear them for like 48 hours straight and still have no issue. And they're not warm either. You would expect with like foam ear cups that it would get really warm inside. They're not that warm, so pretty nice on that note. Other than that, another downside is that there's not a braided cable. I really wish they would put braided cables in microphones like this, just because these type of cables tend to break more easily, especially if there's like volume dials on the cable itself. But this headset fortunately doesn't have any volume dials on the cable, which I'm really happy about. The volume dial is actually on the ear cup. Let me see if I can find it. It's actually on this one. Let me hold on a second. Give me a breather here. So here's the volume dial. It's right here. You can just go up and down and it controls the volume of the headset. You can also click it in to change the equalizer settings. So you can set up multiple profiles to change like the bass or the mid-tones or the high tones, or however you want to change it, and it's all in the software, which I'll be showing you in a second. So it's kind of cool, and you can also hold it down for a few seconds. There's like a button right here that you can press inwards. I'm not going to do it, but if you hold it down for a few seconds, you can switch between stereo and Dolby surround. I have no idea why anyone would want to stick with stereo. You definitely want to go with surround sound. And then on the side of the ear cup is a mute button. So a very easy to access mute button if you're streaming or whatever you may be doing. or if you're chatting with friends and you want to mute your mic real quick, you can just tap the side of your ear. So that's kind of nice. And another good feature about this headset, I should probably show you like all the way around. Another good feature is the band is very durable. And let me just set down my camera for a second. All right, so it's hard to see this, especially with the lighting, but it's a metal band, which means the band itself will probably last a long time. This seems like a very durable and long-lasting headset. The headsets with like little swivel pieces or plastic bands on the top, they tend to break within a few months, and they don't tend to last like over a year, especially Turtle Beach headsets. Just saying, Turtle Beach is terrible. I've gone through a lot of Turtle Beach headsets. I have a lot of hate for them. But other than that, it seems like a very durable headset. And I've already put these on and they sound great. I'm going to put them on in a second and I'll be just showing you guys the microphone like test quality and such. So before I go any further, before I check out the software, actually I can just do the software right here. I don't think there's any real reason to record my screen. But here's the software. It's very, very basic. There's not a whole lot to it, but there's a lot of color options. As you can see here, there's a breathe option. There's a bunch of different like color effects. I can change it to let's change it to rainbow. And if you go over here, it'll automatically change it. And now it's going through a bunch of different colors. And I can also change the speed here, which is nice. And there's a bunch of different effects. I'm just going to stick with breathe and slow breathe. The one weird thing about this though is slow long breathe. You would think it would be slow, but it's not really slow, which is kind of odd. So I just stick with slow breathe, and I'm just going to stick with this color for now, just because it matches my keyboard and my mouse. So kind of a nice effect there. But there's plenty of color choices, and you can even like define them to be an exact color. And there's blink, I don't know, lightning link, rainbow, rainbow pulse, beat, all sorts of good stuff. And there's two other features in this software. One is equalizer presets. Let me cancel confirmation. Okay, equalizer preset. Okay, so here's another downside with this headset. I'm going to be brutally honest. These equalizer settings are kind of useless. And the reason being is because I've tested this for most of today, and I will tell you that there is some sort of issue with this software with the equalizer settings. It does work, and you can set up to like 6 different equalizer settings, and I can go ahead and show you that it adjusts all the like midtones and the bass and all that good stuff. And there's some preset equalizer presets, so like you probably can't see that. So like pure bass, bass boost, clear chat, FPS competition, all that good stuff. But from what I've experienced, if I set it to any preset except, hold on, my microphone is probably not facing the right way. If I set it to any preset, what am I saying? Any preset except the default pure direct, which is all just at 0. While I'm listening to like YouTube videos and such, every so often I can hear this like strange like static noise that only lasts for like maybe half a second. And then it'll go away, and then maybe like 15 seconds later, I'll hear it again. And I think it has a problem adjusting the sound to very high pitches or maybe very low pitches. But I'm pretty sure it has trouble recognizing very high pitches. And if you raise these bars up too high, then I think that static problem will happen more often. So I'm just going to stick with pure direct. I've seen other people complain about this issue as well, but it's not a big issue because the headphones sound great at default settings. There's no reason to really change them. The bass sounds great, the mid, everything sounds amazing. I've been listening to a variety of different music and various tests just to determine the sound quality, and they sound amazing, much better than my old headset. So I'm gonna give it a pass. But I just wanted you guys to know, if you plan on getting this headset, the software is kind of bad, except for the lighting effects. And the third option is the brightness. and the mic mute interval, which yeah, I don't think there's any reason to adjust that either. There's also side tones. I'm not really sure what the side tone is for the recording, and mic volume on the left side. So yeah. Sorry for this like kind of weird video setup here though. So yeah, now I'm just going to plug in these headphones, and I'm gonna show you guys what it's like listening to me with the headphones plugged in. Alright, so now I'm currently recording with the Corsair gaming microphone. So just a quick test, testing 1, 2, testing 3, 4, testing 5, 6. How is the volume? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? Yeah, you can probably tell a difference between this headset quality compared to my microphone. It's not as loud, and I don't know. It's not as good. I mean, it's decent. It's good for gaming, of course, but like all gaming headsets, this microphone just isn't great. And I would say that it's probably not worth using if you already own another microphone, like a desk microphone. But yeah, other than that, let me just switch back. Alright, so now I've switched back to my normal microphone. You can probably tell a big difference in quality. But yeah, that's going to conclude my little review of the Corsair gaming headset, the Void RGB headset. So just to reiterate a little bit before I go, the build quality is great. It's extremely comfortable. The sound quality is amazing, especially with Dolby 7.1 surround sound. The downsides, the microphone quality isn't great. It's kind of flimsy. I don't know why it's so flimsy, kind of weird. The cable isn't braided. I really wish it was like a braided cable. And probably one of the biggest issues is the software just isn't very good. Honestly, it's only really used for the lighting effects. The lighting effects are kind of cool, although I wish there was more lighting across the ear cups and maybe around the band. It's kind of small, just a little logo glowing in and out. But yeah, you can choose a variety of colors. But other than that, the equalizer presets, as you can see here, are borderline useless just because I've been having some like strange static issues when listening to music or sound effects with very high pitch. So if you decide to get this headset, I would highly recommend just staying with Pure Direct, the preset Pure Direct, and not going with any of the other equalizer presets. And if you're a big music fan and you're looking for a headset with some pretty dramatic bass and you want to change the equalizer settings yourself, you probably don't want to get this headset. Although I will say that this game does have some very nice bass included, even with default settings. So there's no real reason to adjust these settings anyway, but that's just my personal opinion. You may have a different opinion on that. But yeah, other than that, great headset. It came with everything that I wanted, and the downsides don't really affect me too much. All I really wanted was a nice, long-lasting Dolby 7.1 surround sound headset that was comfortable to wear and sounded great in video games, which is what I usually do. And also for YouTube videos. I love watching YouTube videos. So yeah, I'm just going to stop rambling here. I will conclude this video. And just on a positive note, this is probably the best headset I've ever owned. And at $75, I think it's a pretty good price compared to other headsets. Every gaming headset has its fair shares of good and bad, and you can't really trust a lot of reviews out there on YouTube or on Amazon or anywhere, just because most people don't compare all the options available. Most people get one like headset and then they're just like, oh, this sounds amazing, this is the best headset ever, and then they get another one years later and it's like, oh wow, my old headset sounded like crap and I told people to get it. So yeah, don't believe everything you hear. Don't even believe this video. I'm just trying to be as unbiased as possible. I give you a fair share of negatives and a fair share of positives of things I liked. I wish I could share with you the actual sound quality, but you would have to get this headset for yourself to actually listen to it. It sounds really, really good, and I'm really impressed with the actual sound quality and the clarity, and the the Dolby 7.1 surround. Sounds amazing. And it definitely makes a huge impact in video games, especially games that require you to have a sense of awareness, like shooters and large open world type games, so you can get a sense of direction with the sounds coming in. I've seen a lot of gamers out there who, a lot of Let's Players who will literally be getting shot, like being shot at from like above and like behind them, and they'll be like looking all over the place and they won't realize they're being shot up and behind them. But if you have a good headset on, you can tell exactly the position of the enemy at all times. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. I could go on forever about headsets. I've gone through a lot. But yeah, this is just a quick look at the Corsair gaming headset. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day.